What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Aries Sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of March 21st and April 19th, then you're an Aries Sun sign, and this video is for you. Halloween and Samhain are finally here. I feel like October just flew by, but it's here now, and I wanted to get into the spirit of things. I've been doing that all month. I've been using my darker decks, and we've been delving into the shadow, and that's sort of what's going to continue here today. We're going to be doing a Halloween Samhain reading. I've got my obsidian skull here. Can you see that? He's here with us. I got a Scarlet Temple Lemurian. We got great crystal energy. And this is a fun reading that's supposed to give you something to think about this Halloween or this Samhain, whichever that you celebrate. It's just something fun to think about and, help you think about your life and where you're at now and where you want to head into the future. So we're going to be using the Dark Grimoire Tarot today. And without further ado, let's get into it. The first card we're going to look at is this one. It represents what to embrace at this time. It's the Life card. Is telling us what we should be embracing, Aries friends. And we've got the Two of Swords. Give me a moment here. I think what this card is saying is you need to embrace your communication. I think you have a lot to share, and there may be some things that you're holding back, perhaps, as far as expressing yourself is concerned. And I think this card is asking you to be more expressive, be who you are, regardless of what the surrounding energies are, no matter what society is trying to tell you, or parents or loved ones or significant others, no matter how, or bosses, employers, no matter who they want you to be. I think this card is saying that you should express yourself uniquely in your own way, regardless of what other people want or expect from you. So this card is just saying be yourself, express yourself, and be willing to speak out for what you believe in and what you feel. Okay, so that's the Life card. That's what to focus on this Samhain or Halloween. This card represents the Death card. This is what to let go of at this time, my Aries friends. We have the Ace of Chalices. I think what this card is asking you to let go of is something to do with emotions. To me, I think that what this card is saying is overwhelming emotions getting in the way of things. Whenever we feel new emotions that we're not used to, perhaps, we'll let them get the best of us. And that's the best way I can say it. You know what I mean? We'll let our emotions run rampant. We'll let them dictate our actions, dictate our thoughts, dictate our feelings. And, this is not always the best thing. I believe our emotions are indicators of which way we should be headed, but they're not in the driver's seat. Just as it's bad to let the ego be in the driver's seat, it's equally bad to let only the emotion be in the driver's seat. So this card is asking you, I think, Aries friends, to let go of some of that emotional control that some of your maybe newer emotions are having in your life. Right? Don't act just on emotion. It's probably the easiest way for me to say this. Use your thoughts, use your intuition, right? To make full, well-balanced decisions. All right, let's move on to this card. It represents your courage at this time, Aries friends. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. And to me, this represents strong family life, a strong community. And I think you're very courageous in keeping people together, keeping people connected, keeping your home life in order, right? The Ten of Pentacles is about more physical things you can touch, your life in the physical form. And the Ten of Pentacles signals to me that you're very courageous in doing what you need to do for your family, doing what you need to do in order to make a happy, successful, bountiful life for yourself. That's very courageous, and it seems to be working. Seems like you're doing a great job at that. So keep that up. Never be shy when it comes to bringing people together, connecting people with each other, and forming strong families and communities and bonds. This card represents your fears. And we've got another 10. Interesting. We've got the 10 of Chalices. This is going to sound weird, but the feeling I'm getting from this is that a lot of you fear emotional happiness. A lot of you fear, what if I get everything I want? And believe it or not, I think a lot of people feel this way. It's like, what if I got everything I wanted? What would be next? What would I do then? And I think this card is saying that for a lot of you, maybe your fears are, you fear succeeding in at least in the emotional realms. You fear that if everything comes true, everything you desire comes to be, maybe you fear that it won't be exactly what you hoped. Maybe you fear that it'll lead to something negative. Maybe you'll fear that there won't be anything more to do, and that'll be the end of the line. Okay, so I think and that fear is causing a blockage towards getting what you want. Right? It's so strange how the fear of getting what you want is stopping you from getting what you want. You know, whatever you want to be true is true. Whatever reality you are expecting will come to be. Okay, and so if you're fearful of just emotional bliss, then it's not going to come because you're telling the universe, I don't really want it. So that's something to think about, something to analyze this Samhain. Let's move on over to this card, which represents what to celebrate this Halloween or Samhain season. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. I think you need to celebrate your success, Aries friends. It seems like things are going pretty well in the physical world. It seems like you've got a grasp of your life in the physical sense, maybe not in the emotional sense, perhaps, but in the physical sense, it seems like you've got enough money. You're not wanting for too much. You feel probably comfortable, and I think that's something to celebrate. You know, it's easy to take things like that for granted when there's people in Africa starving. Forget that. There's people in your hometown starving in the streets. Okay, so it's very important that you show gratitude for everything that you have and all the success that you've acquired. Yes, you created that success, but it was also in conjunction with the universe. So show gratitude towards the universe. Show gratitude towards the people who helped you to get to this point. You didn't do it by yourself. And I think that's something to celebrate this Samhain is how much bounty that you have, and just your ability to help people is something to be grateful for as well. So let's move on over to this last card, and it represents what to contemplate this Halloween or this Samhain season. And we've got the Six of Pentacles. And I think this card is asking you, how can you do more for others? You're successful, you're comfortable, you've got tens of pentacles all around here. How can you give back? How can you even things out? How can we just talked about the starving on the street in your own hometown, and how can you help those people? How can you help the less fortunate? How can you be more open to receiving? That's another thing, right? In order for you to give, you have to be equally open to receiving. So how are you keeping the lines of giving and receiving open this Halloween and Samhain season? And I think that's something to contemplate. That's something to think about, and just realize that you have a lot, and therefore you have a lot to give. And in the giving, you will find receiving, and in the receiving, you will find giving. It's an open circuit, at least it should be, and they go hand in hand. Alright, so that is the reading. Now that we've seen all the cards, Aries friends, I think things are going pretty well for you. I think you need to speak up, stand up, and speak your truth. Be more expressive, be who you truly are. And I think that's going to help you greatly this month and moving forward. Be sure to not let your emotions get the best of you. Don't let them be in control. Okay, they're here to guide you, but they're not here to drive the car. Right? Think of your emotions as the navigator sitting in the passenger seat. He's got Google Maps open. He's telling you which way to go. But if you let that guy drive, he's going to crash because he's staring at his phone. I just came up with that analogy, and I think it works perfectly. Okay? As far as with your courage and your fears, keep on doing what you're doing as far as community and bringing people together and strengthening bonds, but don't be fearful of getting what you want. Getting what you want is a good thing. There's nothing to be fearful there. You have to really ask yourself what you're fearful about in that respect. Why do you fear success? Why do you fear everything going right? As far as what to celebrate your abundance, celebrate your your position here in life and all the abundance that you have, and show gratitude for that. And what to contemplate is to think about how you can spread that cheer around. Spread it around, sprinkle that ish everywhere. Okay, so that is a reading for my Aries friends. I want to thank you for watching. As always, this is a general reading. If you want a specific reading where I tap into your energy, you can head on over to my website, lightofriga.com. The link is in the description box below. I want to wish you all a happy and exciting Halloween and Samhain time. And yeah, please sure to do all the YouTube stuff, liking, sharing, the subscribing, the commenting. It all helps in its own little way, so I thank you for that. And that is going to do it for me. I want to wish you love and light, my Aries friends. I want to wish you a happy Halloween, happy Samhain. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.